Unplanned pregnancy? Abortion pills are safe, effective, and can be delivered to your home no matter where you live. Find out more at plancpills.org. That's plancpills.org.
Jackie Kashian, Laurie Kilmartin.
Comedy.
Woo.
That's me pumping, making it happen. It's gonna be.
I'm glad you're bringing the energy, Jackie, because I'm about to slide out of this chair onto the floor.
You are a noodle. You're a noodle. And well, I went to some real, just kind of weird little old dusty cow towns with Brian
Yeah.
Regan. And we went to Boise, and we performed in a hockey stadium for the university hockey stadium.
So how many people? And are there people on the floor, or is that ice? Like what?
It was all on the floor. Ice is gone.
Okay.
Ice is gone. Everybody's on the floor. I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000 seemed plenty.
Ooh.
Yeah, and thankfully not in the round. And because that was the one Utah stadium I had done. And he's cut back, so he got rid of the bus. When I first started working for Brian Regan, 15 years ago, he would fly in and do hotels, and then we who opened for him would get a stipend for air and hotel, and then he would stay at a nice hotel and fly in fancy, and then we would pocket the difference, and then somebody dropped the ball, and then it became, we're going to book your flight, we're all staying at the same hotel, so quality went up anyway. So but then he was driven slightly mad by the whole hotel situation. With 100 nights a year, I don't blame him. And so that's what caused him to do the bus. But those buses are very, very expensive.
I bet.
So this year, maybe 6 months ago, he made an announcement. He was gonna cut back. And so he's only gonna do, I guess, 30 nights a year. But he's gonna pick kind of the bigger venues or the longer runs. And but he got rid of the bus.
Wow.
And as we know, Brian Regan, one of the best guys in the industry, brushes his teeth after a set, you guys. Come on. Live up
Jackie,
to that.
Are you telling me you don't? You just go right to bed without brushing your teeth every night?
I don't go to my meet and greet. I don't brush my teeth for his meet and greet.
Oh, I see. I like that.
It's incredibly thoughtful.
You and I and other people on our level, like, we run to our merch table, and because we don't want to miss anyone in case they, we can get a sale. He will have people that will wait for him to brush his teeth. We don't have that kind of patience with our fans.
Right.
Don't have that patience.
And I'd love to tell you that if we did, that I'd brush my teeth, and I may now if I get to that level. You don't know. But I don't think Inman's doing it, right? Inman does a meet and greet after the show.
James Inman, that's your first example?
Well, he's the only one I know offhand who has a meet and greet.
Oh my Lord!
After shows,
that's everyone. That's anyone that sells merch. That's a meet and greet,
right? But he does this thing where he sells his headshot, and it's $35, and then you get to shake his hand.
James Inman.
That was the last time I saw him. It was about a year ago.
Is that working?
I saw at least 3 or 5 people in line.
I love it. I love any comic that figures out how to make money that doesn't involve a podcast. You got to appreciate that, right?
Right. Well, so the point of this is that he bumped all of our money up because he got rid of the bus.
Nice.
So very nice, very thoughtful. He meets everybody at the theater that comes within like a radius of him. He's just like, "Hi, I'm Brian," and then he's just a really good example of how to be a famous person or how to be a very successful person. So we did Boise, and then we did a theater in Billings, and his girlfriend's family lives in Billings, and so we went and hung out. We got to. I and the Live Nation guy got to the Billings a day before, And then there was so much, and he knew someone in Billings, and my niece lives in Billings, but she isn't in Billings. She's in Pennsylvania with my sister-in-law, because they just had a baby and they want to look at the baby, grandmother baby. Anyway, whatever. So I was bored, is what I'm saying. And in Billings, here's what there is to do. Casinos, quote, air quotes, dive bars with machines, and then one table that literally looks terrifying. A table of people playing poker that if you get something wrong, someone's going to shiv you. I think I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of it. So
Is
I
that the
didn't do
capital?
that.
Billings is the capital, right?
Bozeman? Don't know. Offhand.
Dang it.
Hey, wait, it is.
Billings is cute. I remember I used to do that on my triple runs, and that would be my favorite of the Montana cities was Billings. Billings.
I had never been. You know, they've got the festival there, the Big Sky that Lucas and Augie do.
Yeah.
And they get submissions. And so Augie was like, "You're in Billings, you and Lucas should go out to breakfast." So the next morning Lucas and I went to breakfast, which was good. And I was like, "Do you want to bring me in?" And he said, "Why don't you apply to the festival?" And then we stopped talking about it.
Oh my God. Jesus. Jackie, so I could barely pay attention to you after you said that Brian Regan meets like all these people, because I kept imagining his hand touching a new hand and then going to another one. So it's palm to palm for like 100 people. That is sickening to me.
Yes, that is created to make you ill. Know in your heart that it's usually one pile of 6 people, and that's it.
Oh, okay. All right.
He does. The staff. You're talking about the staff when he meets kind of the tech people.
I don't know.
Yeah. Then that's maybe 3 to 7 people. It's essentially like the PR people who bring us. He does. I don't think he fist bumps. No.
People. Yeah.
He shakes a hand. Like the age appropriate white guy that he is.
Jackie, but I think we've learned that a lot of people, and when I say people, I mean men, do not wash their hands after they leave the bathroom.
Oh, I'm down to 10-second hand wash, Laurie. It's not okay. Remember the 20-second rule? What we all learned?
God.
I was like, as soon as I realized I was down to 10 seconds and I was getting bored, I'm like, "What are you doing? Keep washing those hands. keep in for another 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So
fist bump all the way.
So the Emmys, did you watch it?
I watched part of it. I mean, I could figure out how to stream it, and I was, the Emmys, I can get enough of it online. I figured I'd get the monologue online and some of the good, the good stuff. Because, I had to prepare for work the next day. So I was sort of partially in and out. A lot going on. And the whole Charlie Kirk shooting was just like, took over the whole weekend.
Had you heard of that guy? Had you heard of that?
I had heard of them. I didn't.
Okay.
In my head, differentiate between him and Nick Fuentes and Ben Shapiro. They're all just like one hateful guy to me.
They're of a piece.
Now I know the difference.
Okay.
Charlie's the dead one. Okay.
Right.
Now
Nick is the one who might have been in charge. Who
right.
Nick
might have caused his death.
That.
And Ben is immediately taking advantage and
and
Ben
is just like merch. I'm gonna fade into this.
Right.
I'm gonna fade in. He's gonna do that Homer thing.
Yeah. That was like such. Right now, it seems to be like the fever. Have we noticed before? There's a fever when something like this happens. Kobe, right?
Kobe.
Even October 7th, we're like, you better be careful about what you say or you're going to lose your job, right? And so it goes for like 3, 4, 5 days, and then people start to poke their head up and go, all right, is everyone done being completely insane? Okay. Here are my jokes.
Here are my jokes. What's October 7th?
What do you mean, what's October 7th?
How do I not know what everything is? I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. It's
Hamas, Jackie.
It's the day Hamas
it
launched
was the
attack
hostage
into-
thing.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
And so people
leading to
actually know
the
what
Gaza
day.
genocide, leading to Kamala losing the election, leading to.
Here's what I have. You know what I have to say to that? Go Birds, fuck ICE, and free Palestine. And so
that was cool. I like that.
Yeah,
she's a real one. She's always, she was like that a long time ago, and she sticks to her guns. She's
Lorraine
like
said that she was getting some
Fonda.
guff. Yeah,
Pardon?
Lorraine said she was getting some guff.
I bet.
Yeah,
she was. I saw some guff directed at her, and the watching, like, I have always, with this Palestine thing, since I don't feel comfortable weighing in on it as a non-Jewish person,
or a
I just
non-Palestinian person,
retweet Jewish people, mostly comedians, that I agree with, and I'm like, well, they said it, not me, but I agree, right? And because you're not going to call a Jewish person anti-Semitic. You could easily call me that, and then I'd be like, what? But if I'm just retweeting somebody, I'm like, I'm safe, right? Jackie, I'm truly the hero.
That is a hell of a story. You guys, when Laurie Kilmartin stands up for you, she'll stand behind the actual person.
She stands behind someone else.
I will say that one of the funniest lines is Chad Daniels said in some set that I saw of his where it was, I'm going to continue my tradition of not speaking for the Black community. Is one of these. That was what Chad Daniels said one night on stage.
Oh, you know who is like being so fucking funny is Sammy Obeid with.
Oh yeah,
because he's Palestinian.
Oh, that's
Have you been watching his clips at all? He is fucking funny as shit, and he's writing jokes. Like they're corny jokes, they're puns, they're math jokes, but they are jokes. Like you cannot, even if you disagree, you cannot deny that was just a joke, like a really great joke. He's so good at this, and
that's so great.
Gianmarco Ceresi also is very hilarious with it as well.
I have followed him, and I have seen some of his stuff.
Yeah, well, start following Sammy's. Get his clips to pop up on your feed because they're great, and it's He's kind of doing a bit of a Josh Johnson sort of thing where he's just doing whole sets of newish material on topical events and posting it, and it's really inspiring to see.
That's cool. I was worried about what material to do in Boise, and because the dirtbag guy had just been murdered, and people were wandering around with MAGA hats all over Boise.
Oh yeah,
not all over. I saw 3. Do you know what that is? 3 too many.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's 300% more than I see in Los Angeles.
Right. I don't want any part of it. I have a hard enough time in Los Angeles when I see one of those swastikas. And so so I got on stage and I was like, well, I was thinking to myself, do I do my gun stuff? And I'm like, don't ask the Live Nation guy. He'll probably say no.
Oh my God.
Don't ask Brian, because he's never going to tell me what material to do. Because he knows better. And he knows that my brain's attached to my mouth. So I did the gun stuff. The gun stuff went over perfectly fine.
Nice.
It was great. The one joke where they tightened up is my I think that I would hide Anne Frank line.
Of all of it? Oh shit.
And they tightened up, and I looked at him and I just let it sit there. And then I just kept going on the joke because it's in the middle of the car joke.
Yeah.
It's about driving a vehicle.
Yeah.
And I got off stage, and in Billings, like 3 people who were volunteers and like 4 or 5 of the tech people came up to me and said that was their favorite joke.
Nice.
So good. Yeah.
Cool.
So there's hope. It's gonna be terrible, but there's hope. And what I don't like about Threads is that it automatically shows all the right-wing stuff first.
Yeah, and then you see the person's comment to it after. Yes, I've noticed that too. That drives me nuts. In fact,
I
you
wish
have
it would
lured
just-
me into reading a couple of right-wing fucking people.
Same.
Oh, apologies. Well, I think who did I there was a comic who kept responding to all of them that weren't, and he was doing a little bit of research, and I can't remember who it was, but I totally lifted it, and I just started responding as he was responding, which was, "Did you mean to type that they should release the Epstein files?" And so I just started doing that as well. And the reason I started seeing is because Dave Hill, Mr. Dave Hill, from before.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you mean
he
before?
he starts all of his videos from, it's Dave Hill from before.
Oh.
That's how he opens every single one of his
I
videos.
haven't seen it.
He's so great. And then he knocks over like a cone. Anyway, but so I got to do, and I had also, so with Brian, I had been told, and this is 15 years of this, 15 to 20 minutes. And because he does a solid hour and then he comes back with an encore of, so people can yell stuff or he can work on other stuff. I always lean towards the 15. And this time when I was hanging out with David from Live Nation, I said, "What's everybody else doing?" Right? And he said, "Oh, everybody else is doing at least 20. Some of them are doing like 22.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. And I was like, well, I'm not running the light on the very well-paying nice
Yeah.
man gig.
Right.
Where, yeah. So I did closer to 20. I did probably 18 one night and 20 the other. It's great.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. Did you, and then one of our fans sent us the new booking info for some club in the South.
Yeah, I checked it out. It's on top of, it's at like the top floor of a steak restaurant. I don't think it would be able to pay to get us to come
Might
to
not be able to.
Charlotte.
I was also stalking April Macy's tour,
Oh, yeah.
and there's a gig she's doing in Illinois that isn't that Peoria gig, but it was sort of near enough that I was like, well, if I'm visiting my dad, I could drive down there and pick up a weekend and get to see him. And if it doesn't pay that well, it doesn't pay that well. So my agent retired, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the new agent is slightly overwhelmed.
You know what? I don't say retired. I say quit. They're quitters. They quit.
TJ Mark Walter, quitter.
Quitter.
Anyway,
work till you die. That's the way an American does it.
I've actually texted him a couple of times, and the first time he responded, he said, responding from the shuffleboard table. What can I do for you? And made me laugh. So this guy, we're both having trouble filling our calendar now.
Okay.
Same.
Hold on.
Same studio chat. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Hold on. I had a discussion. With someone. Oh, wait, finish your. Okay. Finish your
that's
thought.
all. It's just
okay.
Well, so I have started reaching out to the clubs that I work last year. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Also,
I mean, yeah, it's not good. I don't know what's going. Like a lot of really good comics can't get club work now. Like it's just gone full followers. That's it.
Right. So I just started also like even the clubs that TJ only got me into like 3 clubs, and that's why I went with him, because he wanted to get the commissions from me for Maria's stuff.
Yeah.
But he got me into the 3 cool clubs that took me 17 years of not getting into these clubs. So I just reached out to them directly, and I'm like, you can try to work with my agent, and I will definitely commission, but feel free, if you would like to work with me, we could just talk, because they're busy.
And
so, well, nothing yet. I've just decided to grind it out, Laurie, is what I'm saying. I'm back to grinding it out because it's my only income. It is my job, so I might as well.
Why did this never get easy for us? Like, there's some people they work and work, and then boom, it hits and it's easy. And it's worse just still boom, 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 boom.
Right. I do. It's true. I mean, some people, it never got as easy as it is right now, but some other people, they just get to their calendars fill. But remember that, I mean, I always think about that Joan Rivers, her panicking that her calendar wasn't filled. But then she died. Anyway.
I know. But listen, she could have filled it easily, you know?
I don't know. Remember in the documentary.
Oh, I remember. It was horrifying moments.
Nobody books me. Nobody books me. I'm gonna grow old and eat worms. I mean, she just had this tiny panic attack that made you want to go, okay, did you buy land? Are you okay? Do you have a pantry full of food at least?
But I think also she had a time. She died quite wealthy, right?
Oh,
but
yeah.
she also her idea of getting booked was a certain amount of money, pretty high money, and all these other things. I mean, she could have just called any club in New York City and had spots for days, for weeks, for years, the rest of her life, if she wanted to. So I think her version of I'm not getting booked is I'm not getting $10,000, so I don't have anything because no one offered me $10,000 a night this week.
Yeah, like I know that Janine Garofalo does all of the clubs in New York. And I think that she does it because she does it because she's a great comic. But I mean, she also has that cachet of having that fame. So
she likes to do comedy, but also
she just loves doing comedy. She's
also not on social media. So younger people don't necessarily know who she is, you know? But it's funny because I mean, she was like one of the most famous people in America for a time. It's really strange how, you know, that
people
can go away.
Yeah.
Robert
Redford died today. Today's the day. 89, a career cut tragically short, ladies and gentlemen.
Jackie, take it to Twitter.
I'm not going to Twitter. And didn't Captain Knobjob, didn't he say smart people don't like me? Didn't he say that today?
Yes, you are. And so you're going over something that's been the subject of mono jokes for 2 days straight, Jackie. And if that's what this podcast turns into, I'm leaving. I'll walk out right now.
You'll be storming out. You'll be storming out any minute. No pressure. Okay. I'm going to Bloomington, Indiana.
Tell him I said hello.
I will.
And when I say hello, I mean,
please book.
Let's have me back in 26, please.
Right. You just need to give him a week. Tell him what week you got. I think Esty stopped booking me anymore. Because could have happened. I mean, the thing is we're kind of tied together. I ruined that other run for you.
She has no idea that we're connected, honestly.
She doesn't?
She doesn't.
You don't think? Okay.
No, she's not aware of this podcast or anything. Trust me.
Well, because I've told her I was willing to do the Vegas run. That's where I'm at.
Is that how you put it? Is that maybe why she didn't book you immediately? Dear Esty, I'm willing to do
your crazy 14 shows in 7 nights, and I stay at the Rio. No, I didn't put it like that. But I mean, if I had a 15 that I needed to work on, and I do actually, because after I do we did October's Patreon special,
right?
Which, by the way, I have to download that.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. We already recorded it,
but we haven't done September yet, so we have to do.
Okay, not my highest priority. We will get it done, I'm sure.
I know. I think I suggested a couple of people, and you're like, just find somebody. And it turns out I don't think you said that at all. I know you didn't.
No, I didn't. So. The person you suggested, I don't have a way to contact her besides just going into the weird part of her DMs. So I'd rather not.
There's no need for that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's it'd be interesting if I did that. Mostly because this person, I think.
What? Sorry,
this person.
Gang, this is a names podcast.
This is a names pod. This one's going to be naming.
This is generic. What we're talking about is a lot of comics are going through this right now. Oh, right.
You remember? I assume that person will be mad at me forever. And this person is good friends, and that was who I was going to ask to do it, but I don't know the famous one. The other one told me to
be able
never
to try
contact them.
I could ask the famous one. I think I could ping her. I'll give it a shot.
Here's the thing. You're surrounded by famous people all the time. But that's...
Well, no, I'm surrounded by my fellow comedy writers all the time.
Right, it's true. There is a moat of comedy writers around.
I'm not hanging out in the green room.
Yeah. So, but I'm going to Bloomington, and then the following week I think I'm in New York. But Bloomington should be fun and Brandie Posey's going to feature for me.
Oh, cool.
It is cool. She's doing some music festival tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember the name of it. Kyle knows, but he's busy playing Bejeweled. What's the name of that thing that Brandie Posey and Anna Valenzuela, that festival?
Oh, the Warp Tour? The Vans Warp Tour?
Yeah. And so she's going to be nearby there. So she asked if she could feature it. I said, if they'll let you, please do. She asked me, it was kind of close, but I think they know her pretty well. So that's the good news. And
where's she going to stay?
I think she's staying with Matt.
Yeah, I would.
The Limestone guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
they're real tight.
But I don't know. I haven't seen her half hour in a long time. Remember, she put out that
fucking good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have seen it a couple of times now. She is in a zone. It is the most hilarious and brutally political. It's the punkest set I saw in all of Warped Tour. Like I watched so many punk bands. I did not watch anybody be fucking punker than Brandie Posey at the Vans Warped Tour. It was
neat.
one of the most exciting. If you can see her, people go watch her. It's something else.
Oh, this is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
That's going to be a banger show.
God, I hope she blows me out of the water. Just follow that. And then storms off stage. That'll be awesome. And then I'll get up and go, I talked to my dad. You guys, I talked to my dad last week. Anyway, I did talk to him. He sent me some new paintings. He lived through August. He's pretty psyched about it.
Got another year with Elliot. My God.
Got another year with every day's a holiday, every meal's a feast. That's what he always says. It's always a good day with Elliot. And so I'm looking forward to the Bloomington week. I love that town.
I know.
And unfortunately, it's only just a 2-nighter, so you don't really get to hang that much.
I know.
But the Dana and Jared also own a bookstore, which is kind of cool. That's on the square. And
I think I didn't know they both owned that one. I think I bought stuff in there. That one that's on the corner?
No, not the corner one. It's a used bookstore that's further down.
Okay.
Like on a different corner of the square.
Okay.
So quite exciting, quite good. And so I'm looking forward to that. And we went and saw Chicago at the Hollywood Bowl.
The band.
Impromptu, the band.
Mm-hmm.
And I would lean over and say to Andy, "Oh, I know this song." And then like 3 or 4 songs into it, he leaned over to me, and before I could say anything, and he said, "Couple skate." And he wasn't wrong.
So you told me he had a really good idea that someone wrote an article about, because during the Emmys, Nate did that countdown, which I think like that seemed like a good idea, and then apparently it got annoying, and it kind of kept interfering with people's speeches. They would be commenting on it. Right.
Yeah. So we heard about it, and I explained it to Andy as it was happening. We're at the Chicago concert, and Nate Bargatze was hosting the Emmys, and I went to Iraq with him in 2004, 2005. So I got a couple of emails from some comics going, "Hey, Nate Bargatze," and then they were like, "I don't know, he's such a great comic. He's a really great comic, but the the hosting gig is a different gig, and they did not set him up to win with this weird game for donating to the Boys and Girls Club.
Mm-hmm.
$100,000 if you went over the 45 seconds you were allowed to speak. They would take $1,000 away from it.
A second.
And if for every second?
Yeah, that's why the number kept going bouncing up and down.
Up. Oh God. And so, but if you went under, it would come back up, and the whole thing was Banana Land. And so I told Andy about it, and he said, "Did they consult a game designer? Because that is a terrible use of sort of reward and punishment.
I didn't even think of that at all. That is such a great idea, though. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there must have been a way to do that wouldn't be irritating to people. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
Hey, just have it. Award ceremonies run long. That's. I mean, I don't know.
Right. I mean,
don't they?
People usually you do have a joke about the length of the speech, like that's sort of a thing, and if you go over it, then this funny thing will happen, which is
is that a common thing? I don't know enough about awards.
Yes. Yeah,
just run out with a giant hook then, if that's what it's gonna be. Be a weird old-timey, dress up some people like Laurel and Hardy and have them chase you off with the Keystone Cops. Do some damn thing, but don't.
Well, I think you get the laugh up front, and then you don't address it again unless someone really goes long, right?
Right. Yes.
I mean, what can you do? You're not going to shut somebody up. I mean, Adrian Brody went way the fuck over at the Oscars, and
right.
I don't know. It's on him at that point. It's on him. It's not on anybody else. So
right, and you just let go. And Hannah Einbinder, thank you very much. She might have gone over, but whatever. I mean, do you think that they were afraid that it was going to get super political?
Yeah, but that wouldn't. No. I mean, yeah, sure, but they're always afraid it's going to get political. Because you have actors, and you're right,
right. And if it's 45 seconds, maybe they're thinking, well, 45 seconds is enough for them to thank their agents and the directors and the people. It's not enough time to get into the rest of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people they're going to say what they're going to say, and there's nothing you can do about it, right?
Yeah, Hannah just cut to the chase. She was like, all right, thank you very much, and I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was great. It was really good. Let's take a quick break. What do you think, Kyle?
Okay.
Let's do it.
And let's do the comic of the week. I don't know her. She's New York. Lisa Chanoux?
Oh, yes.
Chanoux.
She's very funny.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I just spent 10 minutes watching reels, just one after another.
Yeah, her Instagram popped up. For some reason, I thought we'd done her, or I wasn't even following her, but I kept seeing. I guess I just thought
I did too.
She's part of my world, and then I realized she wasn't, and I had to make her part of my world.
Right, because she's great, and Chanoux is like Chanoux.
Yes, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa is like Lisa. Is it just at her name?
Yeah, her name is at Lisa Chanoux, so it's LISACHANOUX. Go follow. She is hilarious.
Congrats,
Lisa. So wonderful. Just with a strong presence and great jokes. All of it. I was psyched to be watching it. Honestly, I love stand-up comedy, Laurie.
I do too. I fucking hate the business, but I love comedy, and I love
when you're just standing in a room and you're watching. I don't know. It could go either way. You're watching somebody they're in that vibe. They're in that zone, like Kyle was just saying with Brandie, or you're watching someone you know and love eat it, and you're like,
even
this
better.
is not
That's a
going well.
present.
Oh my God. Happy birthday to me. Watching someone I know is hilarious. Just eat a dick. It was
and then
great.
watching someone you dislike bomb. Jackie,
yes.
Is there anything
also
better?
That is also
is sex better? I don't think so.
Well, you may not remember, but it isn't. Just you brought it up. So, but I will say that because I'm closing on those 3 sex jokes, by the way, going every time the first show, and I was telling Brian and his girlfriend Lisa, I was saying that that the first show when I work with him, I'm always super scared. I'm always super nervous that I'm going to either forget and then just go into my closer, the barrel joke. No, nobody. There's a 9-year-old in the second row. Zip it. And it's never happened. I've never lost my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And the end of the first show is it's over. I did the 20 minutes. I get off and I'm like, I cannot wait until tomorrow. Because now I know that I can do it again. Because I get I get in my head when there's strictures. I get in my head when there's rules.
Yeah.
And comedy clubs don't have rules. And I am not an asshole. Well, I mean, whatever. On stage, I'm not gonna. I don't mean. I'm not the one who should be saying that. Did I tell you? I think I did. Did I tell you that my I might have, because it happened like 2 weeks ago. Guy I went to high school with, when I was telling him about the pacifist joke, he said in a very puzzled voice, "You considered yourself a pacifist?" I would never. And I swear to God, I've seen him 5 times in the last 40 years. So maybe to know me not well is to really know me. That's what I've decided.
Well, Jackie, I had shows this weekend. I was I flapped it up.
You flapped it up?
I flapped it up a little bit. Yes. Hold on, let me look at my old calendar here. I did a show outside in a park, a community garden, and it was like 8:00 at night, and it was a community garden. So parks are a little more well lit. Like the garden, you had to get your smartphone and turn the the light on so you could walk and not walk on people's plants.
Right.
And but it was a fun little show once you got inside the garden. But it's a garden that's right off the 101. It's really it's amazing how cities will find a way to still have a garden someplace, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
That was cute. I don't know, 15 to 20. Then Saturday, let's see, Friday, I went to Chino Hills, and that was a further drive than I thought. And I was like, wow, this is a long drive. And I worked a long week.
Right.
I was tired.
Oh my God.
But it was fine. And then Saturday I did a set at the Crow. And then
cool.
That was really fun. It was at the upstairs room. Some guy was talking back, but enthusiastically, and I gently put him down, and that was nice. And then and then I euthanized that dog. And then I jumped over to the Elysian for a show, to be on Andy Blitz's show, and then found out it was actually at the Lyric Hyperion. So but because I had gotten such a good parking space at the Elysian, like I couldn't believe it. I just took a lift over to the Hyperion, and then I'm like, I'm not letting go of this parking space. Right?
That's amazing.
Oh. Yeah. And
that's a New York move. Nice work.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a fun show. Didn't have anything last night. Sunday. Monday, my friend Rob Kettner, who was a Conan writer, he had a special show. There's a club, you know, that there's a theater. It's on Melrose, and there's like a black box. There's like a teeny courtyard kind of right in front of it.
Okay.
I forget the name of the theater. Does that sound familiar to you?
You have to sort of go through.
Yeah.
Through like a facade of businesses.
Yeah.
There's like a bar and maybe a tattoo place, and then you go through the courtyard.
No,
and there's
I know what you're talking about, but it's
that's
different.
Tony's Darts Away.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. So, but so the theater's back here, and then to the right is another room that is now called, I think it's called the best comedy place in LA. And the guy who bought it did the Al Martin bought New York Comedy Club, so that when you would Google, where's, New York Comedy Club would be the first thing that would come up. And that's how he turned his then dumpy club into a must-see. Okay, so this place is called bestcomedyclubnearme.com.
Oh, shit.
And it's this little LA club. It's hilarious. Yeah. Because he gives me the link. I'm like, okay, but where's the club? And I'm like, oh, that's it. Okay.
And was it full?
Yeah, but it's a small little room.
Sure.
You know, but yeah, it was full. It was fun. Yeah.
That's outstanding.
And also it had somebody left because there's like a little courtyard in front of all of this. Someone had closed the gate and padlocked it, and then left. And so, and because Rob was just there for the one night, he didn't have like the master key. So we had to go through, I don't know, we had to go through these weird ways to get into the room, but it was fine.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
But I was just standing outside the gate, and Rob was on the other side, and I'm standing out there with Kylie going, yeah, we've been doing comedy a long time, and now we're on a sidewalk on Melrose, locked out of a club. We have to crawl under a grate to
Kylie,
get to.
you guys.
Oh,
Get in on that.
Yeah.
Yes. I did an Instagram show with Mary Jo Peel, who people might know from Mystery Science Theater 3000, Minneapolis comic. And she is doing this weird Instagram show, which is a spelling bee. And so it's just a bunch of comics, or it's Ridley, so they're comic actors and improv people and whatever. So the 6 of us are on this thing, and then somebody is asking, how do you spell a different thing? And I thought it was an hour and it was going to last a time, and I was like, oh, I have all these things to do. I couldn't spell it. I couldn't spell the first word, and I was the 3rd person in a row. It was going to be the shortest episode of this show for her, because and then we were supposed to riff on the words and stuff like that, but I spelled it wrong. And the only laugh that I got, if she was recording before, she was saying, well, here's the rules to the game. Obviously, don't use Google or your phone. Does anyone have any questions? And I said, could you ask me, could you put the question, hey Siri, how do you spell? And then say the word. Would that be okay? Could that? And I gotta laugh on that. Uh-oh.
In Japanese.
Jackie, I'm sorry. I have no energy. I'm
No, I know.
leaving all of this to you. I apologize.
Well, I just told my Mary Jo Peel story.
Thank you.
The good one. And I am... What else?
I did the pleasure chest last Tuesday.
Oh, there you go. Dirty bookstore. Good.
It's a sex shop. It's not a dirty bookstore. It's a sex shop.
Right.
I can't even take my son to this gig. There's dildos everywhere. There's vibrators, but it's a thriving sex shop across from Bar Lubitsch in West Hollywood. And that was
have you ever done the pot store next?
I have. In fact,
yeah.
I remember I was walking in, you were walking out, you said, don't get near me, I might have COVID. Well, Jackie, you said that 3 feet from me, and then I had to walk into the air you just breathed in and out of.
The worst. Why
yeah,
am I
you
such
are the
a
worst.
monster? Why? It's so hard to know when my comeuppance will come. So Chicago was interesting. We went to the Hollywood Bowl, and all I could think was, I kind of want to do stand-up here, but I bet you I could, because it's a national park, and I could just book a mic on like an afternoon, and we could just put people on because it's free.
I mean, Marcella had a full show at the Ford Theater across the freeway, right?
Okay.
And she had, she had several hundred people show up, and Atsuko was there. She had a bunch of female comics. It was really great. It was really cool as an outdoor night show. I don't know how she did it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know either, but my least favorite, so Andy was like, I want to go see Chicago because this might be the last time. And I was like, are you a big Chicago fan? He was like, no. But I think it would be fun to go see live music. And so I immediately texted Jimmy Pardo. And I said, what night are you guys going? And he said, we already have tickets. I was like, well, pardon me. And
Pardo you.
Pardo me. And so I said, because Andy said, do you want to go? And I said, if it isn't at the Hollywood Bowl, yes. And then it was at the Hollywood Bowl. And so I said, well, just ask your friends. You know, you have friends who like live music. And nobody else wanted to go. But he didn't, he sort of dropped the ball. He dropped the ball about asking people. So on the Sunday, I was getting ready to come back from Billings, and it popped up in my feed that that was the last night, and there was fireworks after. And so I pinged him and I was like, do you want to go to Chicago? He said, are you willing to go? And I said, sure. And it turns out if you buy tickets to Chicago, maybe any band, I don't know, Hollywood Bowl, day of, hours before the show, they're pretty cheap. Like,
Jackie,
we had really good seats.
Even Chicago is having trouble filling rooms, right?
You're not wrong.
People can't afford this shit. When is this bubble going to burst? When is the thing with all the TikTokers and all the big followers thing? Is that going to burst ever?
I heard that the TikTok thing had kind of burst, and that it's all about Instagram and Reels now.
Well, I guess, I mean, just in general, followers equals booking. Is that gonna break at some point?
Sure. I mean,
yeah, I guess so.
I mean, it can't, nothing lasts forever, you know?
Right.
Which is why I tell the TikTokers, buy land. Okay. Because you don't know what's going to happen. But we took a lift to the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
And the guy who dropped us off didn't know about the lift drop off. So he literally just dropped us off right there. And I was like, get out, run. And, but then when we had to pick up a lift to go home, we had to walk under Highland in that tunnel.
Right.
And go to lot C and then sit there. But, they did it as best they could, but it was just another hour, you know?
Oh my God. It's almost worth it to get a hotel. Get a hotel like there's a Holiday. I think there's a Holiday Inn right next to it, or a Garden Inn.
There's a Holiday Inn and I think a Garden Inn.
Yeah,
Hilton Garden
it is.
Inn.
Yes, because I always think of you whenever I see the Hilton Garden Inn.
It's
your thing.
It's my thing. What the heck?
Should we take another break?
Oh yeah, we should. So I'm doing co-pilots tomorrow. This thing at the Elysium where you read somebody's unpublished or unproduced sitcom script.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do 20 minutes. I get to do 20 minutes of stand-up in front of these writers.
Cool.
And all their friends. And then I'm going to get to do, it's a table read, and then I'm going to play a couple of characters. So that's tomorrow night at the Elysium. And then Thursday I fly to Bloomington. And then I come back and I'm doing the Dynasty, some sort of Netflix thing.
Cool.
Are you still listening?
I am.
No,
is
that's
that the name of the thing?
Yep, you're not wrong.
I am still listening. How dare you?
You're so punchy. Here's what happened I'm going to tell 3 stories at once. So we're at the Chicago and we're waiting for everyone to leave because I'm like, I'm not standing. This is not happening. I don't want to breathe the air that, much like you, I don't want to be part of a crowd as we crowd through different things.
Right.
So we just sat there for a while, having a lovely time. And all of a sudden we heard a phone ringing, and one of the people working, he was just cleaning, and he said, is this your phone? And he picked it up, and I don't know I think he was just going to give it to Lost and Found. I was like, well, answer it. They're looking for their and so I answered it, and it was a guy named Dave, and he said, this is Antonio's phone. This is Antonio's phone. Where are you? And I said, well, I'm where you guys were sitting. And and then last night they met us at the Coral Cafe Diner. The guy met us we handed it to him.
Nice.
So
did they buy you any food or drink or anything?
No, he was like, I'm gonna buy you dinner, and I said, you don't have to. And then he handed me $40, and I took it because I don't know how to not take $40.
Why would you not take $40? Of course.
Well, someone who has $40.
He would have had to buy a $600 cell phone, or $200 if he's on eBay like me. Jackie, I have gigs. we're the show, the Jimmy Kimmel Live. We're going to Brooklyn. And so we're going to do a Kimmel Writer show on the 1st of October at Union Hall in Brooklyn. And it'll be me and Brian Cook and Troy Walker, who you did the Tell You Right gig with, and Jesse Joyce and some other stand-ups that write on the show. And so that'll be really fun. Then I'll be at Broadway Comedy Club one weekend. I'll be at the Stand the next weekend. So I'll be gigging it up in New York City. And then
and that starts like the end of September, beginning of October?
That whole run starts the 26th of September, and then there through October 4th. So I'll be bopping around New York and Brooklyn doing spots, and I'm probably available for spots too, especially in Brooklyn, because I'll be staying there during the show.
Oh, right. There's a bunch of cool spots. Talk to non-cocaine user Josh Gondelman. He
oh yes,
ping that dude. He knows about stuff.
Okay.
So Tuesday I'm doing the Dynasty typewriter for Netflix with Chad Daniels, and then on the Thursday, the 25th, I'm at the Calabasas Country Club with the Lovemeister. What the heck's that?
Master Craig.
Master Craig.
Yeah, Craig Shoemaker.
That's it. Thursday the 25th, and then Saturday I'm with James Adomian, at the Sierra Madre Playhouse.
Nice.
So that'll be very exciting.
Tell Craig I said hello. I haven't seen him in a long time, and I used to open for him at Tommy T's in San Ramon
back in the day,
in the 90s. And that guy, I'm telling you, murdered that character, the Love Master. Holy shit! People went berserk. They loved it.
Great. I'll mention that. And then on the 1st, I'm doing the Little Room for the first time at the Ice House, October 1st.
Oh, cool.
And they just did a revamping of it, and it looks so much better.
Oh.
It looks so great.
Is it still like California themed?
It isn't. It's
good.
comedy club themed. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it a mural of boxes being stacked?
Is it?
Because that's what it used to be.
Oh no, it is not that.
God.
It looks. The only thing about the Ice House that is a little disconcerting is that the showrooms are a little too well lit, for me to see audience.
Right.
But it's still pretty good. And then on the Thursday the 2nd, I fly to New York to open for Maria on the 3rd and 4th in Brooklyn.
Wait. Oh yeah, we're both. That's so funny. We're both in Brooklyn. I'll be.
Yeah.
I'll be back in Manhattan at that point. I'll be
Oh, Brett, on the 3rd and 4th, you'll be back in Manhattan. And then on the Sunday, I'm doing Port Washington, which is in Long Island with her. That's the 5th.
Did we say we might want to meet up and have breakfast someplace, like on the either Friday or Saturday? Yeah.
I think Joy L. Johnson wants to do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds fun.
It'd be a nice comedy brunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm home for a couple of days, and then I go to Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas with Maria.
Nice.
What I never get nervous about?
What?
Opening for Maria Bamford. Her audiences are just like, what do you want to talk about? It's so great.
I envy the career she's put together for herself.
It's so good. And then weirdly, Tuesday the 14th, the Irvine Improv.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's weird.
Well,
I have some road work in November. 7th and 8th, I'll be at the Denver Underground. And then 28th, 29th, right after Thanksgiving weekend, I will be at Seattle Laughs. And then in December, I go to Chicago the 19th and 20th at the Comedy Plex.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
I just found out that I'm going to open. Are you?
Yes.
I just found out that I'm opening for Greg Proops New Year's Eve.
Oh,
New Year's Eve at the Punchline.
Oh, fun.
So in San Francisco. So
nice.
That'll be super fun.
Yeah, totally.
I hear a dog either clackety clack go the nails or the tail.
She's pretty lonely, poor thing.
Aww.
I know. So
she's having at least 2 people or 1 person here almost all the time, and she's alone a lot now. Sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of squirrels. to hunt, but I feel like her
Sure.
personality's changing. Like she's just turning into like a psycho
A
squirrel
loner.
hunter. She's hanging out outside, a hoarder. Yes.
Well, it's been great. We have 5 more minutes, Laurie. What do you
Jackie,
got?
how many times have we gone over by a minute? At least 5 times, right?
I'd comfortably agree with that.
You know what's interesting to me is how you two are lying to each other. But
But we do it so well, Jackie. Did you see our commitment?
It was a real commitment to it. It's yeah. So I'm just gonna enrage you by telling you I'm doing comedy on State the 16th, 17th, and 18th of October, and then I'm doing the Oregon thing. The VIP tickets are sold out for my recording night on November 8th. Yep. So the first show sold out. The second show still has tickets November 8th in Portland, Oregon. If you want to come see me film and tape Altercation at the Siren Theater in Portland. And I was going to say, because of the Patreon special episode that we did, I became slightly obsessed with what the backdrop's going to be.
Oh, right. Yeah. You should
because, right, I should have something, and I should also have some sort of style person. Because I don't know if you can tell, I dressed myself right here. This is me.
You're wearing your
and then I
abortion
did my
kills
own
t-shirt,
hair.
which
Abortion pills.
oh, I
not kills.
I was like, as soon as I said that, I'm like, wait, she's changed her position on that.
And this is how you found out.
Oh my God.
I literally had a dream the other night that I was on stage and I asked the people in the audience, how many women in the audience have had miscarriages? And it's a real hard hole to dig out, even fictionally in a dream. Because, 1 out of every 5 pregnancies naturally aborts itself before the first trimester is over.
Right.
Yeah. So
you and I both have one.
It just, yeah, we both had one. So, but I was like, and then what do you say? In the dream, I said that and I'm like, and now what? So,
well, Jackie,
I'm okay with ending it on that. But you tell something.
No, I'm not. You decided to drag it out. When you work comedy on State, can you have the MC say in the intro, she's part of the Jackie and Laurie podcast? And then when you close your show and you start doing your little sales pitches, you could say you can listen to our podcast I do with Laurie Kilmartin. And just see if that affects my bookings.
Anything? Ever?
Because I mention your name all the time at the end of my shows.
Oh,
yeah.
I mentioned your name.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, don't forget to mention me at your day job. At your fancy showbiz job, and see if anybody cares. And you know what I've recently realized is that everybody knows me inside the business. I found this out like 2 years ago, but I'm still surprised because you'd think I'd get more work. But everybody knows who I am inside the business.
Oh, yeah. And they'll put R.I.P. Jackie Kashian when you die on their fucking marquees, even though they didn't give you spots.
Oh my God. If they put that I am making God laugh, I will come back and haunt the Laugh Factory. I will fucking, if I can find parking.
Right.
How about that? Yeah.